Just making sure I didn't skip over one of the rooms. Yeah, this is Elizabeth's room.
Monsieur Johann von Wollner.
Yeah, I already went to von Wollner's room, so... Alright, keep moving.
President George Washington.
He's not in his room anymore because he left. Yeah, I was just here. Where is Wollner?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Piaggi. Mr. Piaggi.
I have no time to lose, so I might as well not bother him.
Are we timed? We're not here to bother him. We're just here to steal his stuff. From a priest, of all things. Can't get out. Alright.
Huh, that's me.
Yeah, I don't think I need to go back to my room.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Mr. Godoy. Yeah, all these full golden elixirs that... I mean, I guess I could. I guess I might as well just use up this one. There we go. And then I can pick up this one. Since we have so many golden elixirs. Try the other one. No Godoy here. Where is everybody else? Ooh, my royal jelly is filled up.
Honey, the remedy of the gods. Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Golden Elixir.
Can't pick it up though.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Wollner, I'm still looking for Wollner. He might be downstairs.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
I didn't see him downstairs though, I just came from downstairs.
President George Washington.
I already went that way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out this floor later. That's true, I haven't checked the dining room yet. I should check the dining room. I'll check that then when I am on my way back down. Because I have to go to Mortimer's secret office anyway. Here we go.
Right. This time, it'll be a lot quicker. If I remember rightly, the code was 1191.
Right. The game pretty much already told us. 1, 1, 9, 1. Lower the lever. And 664, 6466.
Of course. A hand of tarot cards.
Read. It's a different set of cards, I
Emperor,
think.
a symbol of power and stability. Temperance, which expresses a reward. And the Chariot, now that evokes triumph. If this hand is anything to go by, Mortimer's destiny promises to be glorious. There. Those are the nails I was looking for.
Analyze the nails. Sure.
I noticed they were old and rusty, but I hadn't noticed these traces of... Could that be blood? Is it really the relic of the Holy Cross? I can hardly believe it.
The nails that were used. Wait, are you implying that those are the nails that were used to nail Christ to the cross? That's interesting. Mortimer's nails. Now I need a sphere. This has got to be a thing
It's
later.
locked.
Is there anything that I missed here? I don't think so.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
I need that. I need the lock. Ooh, handwritten notes by Lord Mortimer. I missed that one last time.
Who could Mortimer have locked in there? A hand of tarot cards.
Yeah, I already looked at this.
I should have learned my lessons in card reading a little better.
You already interpreted them, Louis.
Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton. What on
Okay.
earth could that be?
I have no idea, Louis. Alright. Still need to find Wollner.
Conference might be focused on the United States, but Mortimer has an eye everywhere, which is not very reassuring if he really is a demon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got new dialogue based on the fact whether or not you learned he was a demon or not. Exit.
All right, come on, let's get out of here. 6466, if I remember
I'm
correctly.
glad the game just tells us because, I mean, I guess if he figured it out the first time. Oh, alright. I didn't even have to do it physically. Alright, now we just need to get the armillary sphere. The Wollner's probably in the dining area, since I don't know. We've been everywhere else, so it would, I mean, that's the only other place I would think. What's the map? Great Enclave Chamber, Small Salon, Halt of Zeus, Dining Hall. Alright, so if I want to go to the Dining Hall, I want to go this way. Yeah.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, Louis. Okay. Really? Wollner's not in here? Where's Wollner? Where is everybody? I don't... It's so ominously quiet. Where is everybody? Do you know where everybody went? Where Wollner went? You don't know where Wollner went, did you? Yeah, I don't think he knows where Wollner went. I assumed he was in his room, but
What can I do for you, sir?
do you know where
I
he?
am at your service.
Can you
day
pinpoint
and
someone
night,
for me?
sir.
Quick, can you build up the other guests?
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps would like to know something else?
All right, fine. Where's Wollner? Is he in the garden? I checked Wollner's room and he wasn't there. Unless I missed something. Sarah's notes. Yeah, I don't see
Carmelite water.
Carmelite water. Wollner, where is Wollner? Unless he was in his room and I just missed it somehow? I don't think I saw him in the maze. I'm gonna go to his room one more time. And I even checked the balcony too. Where is Wollner? I haven't seen half of the characters at all. I haven't seen Mortimer. I haven't seen Wollner.
The Miller
I haven't
brothers.
seen
Mother expressly
Emily.
forbade me from reading it.
Armillary sphere. mean, he's not in the dining area. What's this room? Oh. That's just a window. Alright. Maybe... Yeah, I don't think Napoleon is going to talk to us again, so he can't direct us to where he thinks Wollner is. If he's not in his room. Washington's still in there.
Monsieur Johann von Wollner.
Yeah, this is his room, but I don't see him. Unless you're supposed to find the sphere in his room.
A table of alchemical symbols. Someone circled the zinc symbol. The signs of obscurantism. An armillary sphere.
Oh, there it is.
Perfect.
Got it.
That will save me some time.
That's
I
it.
only hope that he isn't going to realize it right away.
Alright. Sorry, Wollner. Alright. Now we can go down. Yeah, I've scoured this entire building. Like, where is everybody? I ran into Napoleon, and that's pretty much it. Now that the music has picked up, we can get back to business. Alright, yeah, I'm trying to get back to the garden. I have to run all the way back, and I have to figure out what needs to be done with the whatever that big contraption thing is. Okay. All right, mother. Got it. Let me pop another, just in case. I think I have everything I need, mother, so are you gonna have anything new to say to me?
So, good. You've managed to gather all the keys.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. I have everything. What should I start with?
Place the Clement III cross on the console. Then you have to put the nails on the disc of the door.
Where do you put the nails?
What hole should I put the nails in?
Well, I can't really advise you there, because I haven't exactly made the best choices myself.
Oh, great. Am I gonna lose a hand?
All I can say is that you have to insert 1 to choose a town, 1 to choose a chapter, and 1 to choose a verse.
Oh, how do I know which one, though? Ask her what she chose.
What theme did you start with?
As the fresco shows the birth of Christ, I placed 1 nail in Bethlehem, 1 in chapter 2, and 1 in verse 6. The iris opened a little. I thought it was normal.
Oh.
Behind the aperture of the iris, there is a duct in which I
Oh.
put my hand. I felt something like a valve at the bottom.
Oh no.
I thought by turning it the door would open, or the iris would open completely, or something else would happen. Instead, I felt something like an axe cut off my hand.
Oh.
I really thought it was the end of me.
Oh.
What did you do then?
What?
Well, although I had made some unfortunate choices, I was lucky in that Mortimer was well stocked with drugs.
And he didn't
I raided his
ask.
supplies of medicine.
I was gonna say he didn't ask you about why your hand is chopped off. Okay, so let me say she
What hand
did
did you
one in
start with?
Bethlehem.
As the
Hold
fresco
on.
shows the birth of Christ,
She did.
I placed one nail in Bethlehem, one in chapter 2, and one in verse 6. The iris opened a little. I
Okay.
thought it was normal. Behind the aperture of the iris, there is a duct in which I put my hand. I
Yeah.
felt something like a valve at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I thought by turning it the door would open, or the iris would open completely, or something else would happen. Instead, I felt something like an axe
This is, yeah,
cut off
messed
my
up
hand.
trap.
I really thought it was the end of me.
What did you do then?
Well, although I had made some unfortunate choices, I was lucky.
So wait,
in that
I could lose a
Mortimer
hand
was well stocked with drugs.
If I don't choose the right
I
thing, I could
raided
lose
his
a
supplies of
hand.
medicine.
Goodness. That would be really interesting though if the game actually made a penalty for getting it wrong to lose a hand. What if you lose the hand and then you have to try again and you lost the other hand? That would be really bad. All right.
All right, my turn now.
Go ahead, impress me. I'll shut up and let you concentrate.
Oh goodness, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad.
The cycle of the moons has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now.
Okay. Let me take a look, examine this thing. This is probably going to be a tough. Like, there's the blood is where the. Analyze the fresco.
The fresco clearly shows the birth of Christ.
Louis, I can assure you that that is not the solution to this enigma. This fresco's only purpose is to mislead. I know that now. Please, focus on another theme about Christ.
I'll have to trust her.
So it's not about the birth of Christ at all. Deduce the theme idea. Analyze the fresco. Notice the details. Let's use some Carmelite water and deduce the theme idea.
If Mortimer deliberately set a trap by showing the birth of Christ, then maybe the solution is the contrary.
That makes sense. The death of Christ.
in that case?
That makes sense. Yes, exactly. It's the death of Christ. Notice the details. Analyze the fresco. The death of Christ. Analyze the whole door.
It looks like there are 3 types of inscriptions.
Yeah. Read the inscription.
Clearly, we have names of towns, Arabian numerals, and Roman numerals.
Find out how it works. Recognize the towns.
These towns have one thing in common. They're all related to the life
And
and
death of Jesus.
For example, Jordan is the place of the baptism of Christ.
Right.
Cross is stuck in the mechanism. I can't do anything. Cross is stuck in the mechanism. I can't do anything.
Okay. So the death of Christ was a big hint. The death of Christ.
The cycle of the moons has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
This exegesis contains comments from Judas on the different Gospels. It only contains certain chapters and verses.
Yeah.
And the chapters are indicated by Roman numerals. The lexicon refers to different chapters and verses from the exegesis of Judas.
Themes. The crucifixion. Next thematics. Miracles, birth, resurrection, Trinity. Previous thematics. So, when we're talking about the death of Christ, does that include the resurrection? That's what I'm wondering. There's the crucifixion and then there's the resurrection.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
So, Nisan, chapter 19, Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on her head. Chapter 19, verse 17. Find the equivalent in the Gutenberg Bible.
Chapter 19, verse 17. And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified
Golgotha.
him, and 2 others with him, on either side, and Jesus in the midst.
Go back to the lexicon of exegesis. Yeah, crucifixion.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
Towns. Previous towns. Jerusalem, Lanuvium, Nain, Nazareth, Bethesda, Bethlehem, Jordan. Jerusalem. On St. Mark, chapter 15, verse 22. On St. Jean, chapter 5, verse 2.
Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan, 3793, Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem.
That was about the Last Supper, which is about his death.
Chapter 5, verse 2. Jesus cures the sick and lame on the 8th of Adar, 3791, in Jerusalem, at the pool of Bethesda. All stand and fling away their canes.
All right.
Chapter 5, verse 2. Now, there is at Jerusalem, by the sheep market, a pool, which is called, in the Hebrew tongue, Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of the blind, halting, and withered, waiting for the moving of the water. Jesus saith unto him, Rise, take up thy bed, and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed, and walked. And on the same day was the Sabbath. Chapter 5, verse 2. Now, there is at Jerusalem, by the sheep market, a pool, which is called, in the Hebrew tongue, Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of the blind, halting, and withered,
this
waiting for the
puzzle
moving of
is
the
going to
water.
be really tough.
Jesus saith unto
There's
him,
a lot going on
Rise,
with this puzzle.
take up thy bed, and walk.
There's so many, and the
immediately
room for
the
error
man
is
was
not
made
that
whole,
great because
and
you
took
could
up his
chop off
bed
your arm,
and
your
walked.
hand.
And on the same day was the Sabbath.